Well, hello there. Yes, there are storms coming, but there are things to do. Let's go. Buckle up for safety. I'm so glad you came inside. It's dangerous out there. Dangerous on the hood. Well, it started to rain now. I had a couple of mini plans that I was hoping to do, but already a couple things have fallen through. Thunderstorms mean that kayaks won't be going out. It's not going to be a day conducive to running around and having a lot of fun out. Well, it seems like the storms are holding off right now, so I ended up at the C&O Canal today in Williamsport, Maryland. Right here used to be an offload or transfer point, and straight down here is part of the original canal. Basically, the canal runs from Ohio through Maryland, West Virginia, and down into DC area. And it was used to transport goods. You'd have a boat loaded up with product like along here, and mules would pull it down the river or down the canal. So right here straight ahead would be the canal, and the towpath along the side right in here is where the mules would walk to pull the boats down the canal. Over here, the canal crossed over another body of water, so they created an aqueduct. So right in here, we're looking at this would be filled with water, and where the railing is, just up above here, would be where mules would be towing the barges through. So here's what the side of the aqueduct looks. If it had a wall on the other side like it does up top, right in here, if it had it on this side, then they could fill it with water and move the barges across. This is a lift bridge, railroad lift bridge. They would lift it up as the position it is now, so that the canal boats could go, or barges could go underneath it. This bridge here has been in the down position from 1924 until about 3 weeks ago. Beginning of July, they finished extensive multi-year work to raise the bridge for the first time in 90 years so that the boats could pass under it. Because they do have occasional canal tours where you can float down a section of the river and see what it was like and get a little bit of history. So this, you're seeing, this is up for the first time this month since 1924. They go. Well, the train would follow the tracks right down here. There is a coal plant, coal refinery, that ceased operation, I believe, in the late 90s or in the early 2000s. And the trains would go right over there to drop coal off. getting ready to board the Jungle Cruise. Now the reality is this is not a Jungle Cruise boat, but it is one of the boats they use to tour the canal. They offer it a couple times a day, and you can cruise down the canal and see what it was like. So this boat gives you a little bit of tour. Now that they've opened up the bridge over here, you can go back into that area. So it's kind of neat. "10 or 15 years ago, this was an operational power plant, but it has become outdated and it ceased operation and now sits idle on the banks of the river." I wonder if we should go in.
Do it. It'll be fun. It'll be really cool. What are you talking about? You'll get arrested. Yeah, there's nobody around. Nobody'll see you. You can get in and out. Nobody'll notice. Don't even think about it. You won't even last a minute in the joint. Come on, do it. Think of all the cool internet points you'll get. You'll be popular. You'll be locked away and never see a theme park again.
Now, if you see this berm right here that's barricading the water, if they open that up, they can fill in the rest of this. And I believe they're trying to make that happen, because this area leads to this. This is lock 44 on the canal. If you know what a lock is, basically raises or lowers the boat to the next level on the path of the river. So this was one of the locks where you would lower your barge down to another section of the river. They are hoping to make this operational again so that you can actually ride through it on the boat you saw earlier. So with these gates completely closed, this lock would fill up with water. And once it was full, a boat could enter from this far side. They closed those gates, dropped the water level, and then the boat would once again sail out the front. And they would, these were hand operated. But wait. So some guy just hung around here waiting for a boat to come by and open the gates? No, he lived here. Really cool thing is, you can actually stay in these houses by the C&O Canal. Many of the lock houses are available for you to stay in, like you would at a hotel or a bed and breakfast or something. Some of these are going to be primitive, very primitive. Maybe there's an outhouse in the back, no plumbing, things like that. But there are some that actually have indoor plumbing and bathrooms and things like that. So if you ever wanted to experience a night by the canal, where there's not a lot going on right around this area, quiet, check these out. It's pretty neat. So that was Canal. Pretty fun. Moving on. That rain I've been waiting for all day has arrived, and it is pouring buckets out here. It's crazy. You know, it would make this vlog a lot more fun if Annette was here. Annette should be here. Hey, look, she's here, just like we asked for. We're going to get pizza now. We're going to this place, Coal Fire. We're getting this spicy little number right here. Oh, so much deliciousness. Oh. So much yummy food. Oh, tease, a tease. Really like that pizza place, Coal Fire. Thin crust pizza. It's coal fired, very hot, very thin crust, not a lot of grease or, you know, overly gooey. Really good. So we definitely enjoyed getting a bit of that today.